morning, friends. It is Saturday, and I'm in a fantastic mood. I have weighed in, gotten my breakfast, gotten my coffee, and I'm on I-4 now. I wanted to wait until all that got resolved before I came on here and chatted so that I wouldn't have the little directions lady talking. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. To begin, what is it? Something, no. Sound of Music. I'm talking about Sound of Music. What is it? You begin with A, B, C. Anyway, such a show tunes gal. Like this morning, I was listening to Hello Dolly. Yesterday was Into the Woods. This morning's Hello Dolly. Now I need to get Sound of Music in here, apparently. So, I weighed in this morning. Oops. Last week, I weighed in at 222.2 at Weight Watchers. This morning, I weighed myself on my home scale so that I would have, so that I could compare it to Weight Watchers to see how off that would be, and then weigh myself on Monday when I start Simply Filling, because I'm going to be using my home scale to do that. So I just wanted to have like the comparison figures just to start out. So I weighed myself at home on my scale and I was 223 even. I went to Weight Watchers and I was 222.4. So a 0.2 gain from last week, which I am totally fine with. I realize that this is the week that I should be retaining water in my, birth control pack and whatever cycle thingy. If you're not up to speed on that, I don't ever really get that monthly thing. It just doesn't happen for me. I'm extremely sensitive to the hormone that's in birth control, so that's why my doctors have said, or that's how they explain it, is because I'm so sensitive to that. I don't really ever get it. I get the symptoms, or the side effects I should say, like I get real, like clap back. I get real like that. And then I also get very emotional, and I retain water. And I get like snacky, but I've never, and I'm sorry I can't really, commiserate with this, but I've never really had terrible cramps or anything like that. So, I don't, those don't occur at all now. And I don't ever get the thing. It is extreme. I can't tell you the last time I had it, frankly. Every time I go to the doctor, they ask me, when was your last one? I was like, your guess is as good as mine. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. So anyway, why was I talking about that? Oh, this week is the week that I would retain water. So, and I had a little candy this week, whatever. I'm totally fine with a 0.2 gain because it's basically nothing. And, yeah. So that means my scale is 0.6 higher than the Weight Watchers scale. And again, I just really wanted to have all of my beginning figures for this experiment. I mean, I feel like a real scientist. I have, what was it? What is that like? You have to have a variable and the constant and all that kind of stuff. I am just Dr. Molly Berryhill, scientist. Weight Watcher scientist, Simply Filling scientist. So, that's weigh-in. Yay. And, so then I went to Sam's because Carol from Clementine's Plan told a group of us that the Premier Protein is on sale at Sam's this week for $12.66, $12.88, 12 something, and it's a box of 12, so it makes them like $1 something a piece, which is awesome. Normally it's 16 something, $3.66, I think, at Sam's. So they're knocking off about $4, which is really awesome. So I had forgotten to bring one with me for my coffee, so I just stopped at Sam's first and got a box of 12. I'll have them for a while, but that's okay. And maybe I'll give them to my mom. She probably won't like them though. They have that protein taste, you know. So yes, I did that. Then I got gas. Then I went to Wawa and I found the Sizzly Bagel turkey sausage and egg white with cheese. It was wonderful. Very, very good. So I believe that's 10 points. That's okay. Today is going to be kind of hard to track because I don't know. It's just not going to be like a real structured day. I mean, right now I'm on my way to Lake Mary and it is 11:53, so it's almost noon. I'm going to get there probably around 1 o'clock. For some reason, when I'm always with my mother, we don't eat until like 3:30 for lunch, so I don't know what's going to happen with lunch. And dinner is going to be whatever is at this wedding, because tonight, if you've missed it, the reason why I'm going to Orlando is to help my mother with reception setup. We do here and there, I mean, it's just sort of word of mouth, but we do a lot of, not a lot, we do reception design and like setup of tables and things like that, centerpieces and things. That's why we did my wedding entirely, and we've done a few other friends of the family and then their friends, you know, sort of things. So I did the calligraphy for a different wedding actually for this weekend. I did the place cards and the menus. So I'm going to help her with that tonight. But I don't know, of course, what the wedding will have for food. I wish it was my wedding food, because I just want to try it. I want to have that again. My wedding food was so bomb. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. So good. Again, if you're new. I got married in August of 2016, August 12th. And I wanted, you know, we all know Chad is not a fancy food kind of guy. I'm also not a fancy food kind of girl. So we had pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, shrimp and grits, which were to die for. And we had like a pasta station with just like Alfredo and a red sauce, and we had conch fritters and corn on the cob. Like, it was so delicious. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. So I would love to have that again. I doubt it though. Anywho, I went way off on my topic. So yes, I'm headed there. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch, don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner, don't really have total control over it. I mean, I have control over what I put in my mouth, but not what's available to me. And then I'm gonna stay the night, of course, because we won't be done until very late. And then tomorrow morning, we'll probably do, I don't know, I'm hoping we go to breakfast, because I wouldn't mind going to Peach Valley and having a muffin, and ooh, they have the most delicious apple fritters though. And like a parfait, that would be delicious. Anyway, so I'll be going home tomorrow morning. But is that everything? Did I catch up on everything? Oh no, Starbucks. Venti iced coffee with non-fat milk and sugar-free cinnamon dolce syrup, and a little bit of a Premier Protein. I don't think quite half, so I'm going to count this as 1 point. Because of the milk and the Premier Protein, I'm going to count it as 1 point. It's delicious. They gave me this, you know, frap top, so I just used it to my advantage. And because of course it was filled to the top with iced coffee, so I used this to help me put in my Premier Protein. So delicious. 11 points in for the day. I'm wearing my cute little polka dot top that I love. Where did I get this from? The Loft Outlet. Pretty recently. Maybe a couple months ago. So that's that, guys. I'm so excited to start Simply Filling on Monday. I've been very excited, I think, just because it's a change. You know, I love Weight Watchers, and I don't see myself ever stopping Weight Watchers completely. I might pause it here and then for whatever life event that happens, like a vacation, a honeymoon, a pregnancy, whatever, but I don't feel like I would ever need to stop completely and leave Weight Watchers. I don't see that happening because I enjoy it so much, and I really love being on the program. But after you do it for like a year, you kind of, it sort of gets a little monotonous. And I don't know why, but just doing this 2-week experiment for Simply Filling has already made me like think of recipes in a different way and actually be excited about really cooking something, which that is a foreign concept, my friends. And you know, so I'm just excited. I'm excited to find new foods, because we really, you know, we find the things that we like and we sort of just stick with them sometimes. At least I do. And, you know, I'm excited. I'm really excited to just do something a little different. Plus, I'm really excited to contribute to the Simply Filling, like, knowledge base, because there's very little out there. I mean, that's what everyone will tell you that has tried to do Simply Filling is doing Simply Filling. There's very little knowledge out there about it. There are only a few channels that are doing it as their plan of choice right now. And you know, I'm just really glad that I'm able to contribute to that now. I'll have 2 weeks of videos on my channel that are Simply Filling, and who knows, now that with these 2 weeks I'll be able to, I don't know, have that knowledge, and maybe randomly I'll just do a week of, hey, I'm going to do Simply Filling this week. I decided that I want to do that, or I'm going to do a day of Simply Filling here, or whatever. So real jazzed about it. What else? I have to make my video on the collab that we're doing for Simply Filling, and that is that. So that's that. I don't know that I'm going to show you anything else for the day, just because I don't know why, but when I'm not like at home just doing my thing, I forget that I'm supposed to be vlogging. And like if I'm with my mom or we're running around doing stuff, we're normally like busy doing things, so I forget. But I might try and take some video of like the tables that we set up or something. Okie dokie. So, oh man, what are you doing? You're not doing it. I'm gonna do it. Is there anything else I wanted to talk to you about? No. So, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I will see you later. Maybe. If not, this is the end of the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.